Oh, hey there, Moose on the Loose Mel here. Today's video is going to be the fourth and final installment in the sweet potato slip series. Let's see what we grew. Previously on the sweet potato growing experiment. If you saw the first video in this series, you'll remember I started one sweet potato half submerged in water and one half submerged in dirt. I left them to grow for a few weeks and I started to get some greenery. The one in the water, I had lots of roots and greenery. The one in the dirt, not so much. But a few weeks later, whoa, greenery just took off like crazy. So at this point, I was finding them kind of comparable, the two. But the roots on the water one, oh, it really amazed me. It was just like a nest of roots. Look at this thing. And, after taking a good look at it, it was at this point I decided I was going to actually cut them off and take it to the next step. So I took a sharp knife, cut them as close to the sweet potato as I could, and then I had these little tiny plants which I stuck in water, and I wanted them to root, so that was the plan. Stick them in water and let them root. And I kept the water ones separate from the dirt ones, just for the experiment. It took days for the roots to start, so it was at this point I decided to take it to the next step. Put the rooted plants into little peat pots with some soil. So the ones that were started in dirt were planted in these pots, and the ones that were started in water were planted in these pots and kept separate. And a little while later they grew a bit bigger, and I decided it was time to actually plant them into buckets. So I've grown potatoes in buckets before and I've been pretty successful, so I thought I would try growing the sweet potatoes in buckets. Now I know they're not from the same family, but I stuck 2 sweet potato plants in each bucket, and I also tried this epic tomato film, which claims to make the plants bigger and healthier. So I did one of each, one of the water, one of the dirt. Each of them had the epic tomato film. And now, since that last video, this is the current update, June 29th. You can see that they've grown much bigger in the pots. See, there's the red tomato film. They're very healthy, they're getting taller, they're strong, and they're loving the sunlight. So like I mentioned before, they're not actually potatoes, even though we call them sweet potatoes. They're related to morning glories, and I'm actually growing some morning glories, so maybe I'll show you. Here's the next update, and look how tall they are. So this one's August 5th. It hasn't been very long, but look at this. There's little baby sweet potatoes peeking through the dirt. I'll have to cover that up, but so excited. Look at this. Hello, little guys. So that just means maybe something's actually growing in the dirt. I'm so happy. I can't show you anything on this one because the tomato film's there, but I'm hoping something's under there as well. And I'm really curious to see if they're going to be bigger than the ones that don't have the film. Oh, look at them. See how the leaves are kind of like heart-shaped? It's kind of cool. Hello, tomatoes. Okay, so speaking of the morning glories, I'm just going to show you a couple of mine, and maybe you'll take note of the leaves, how they're pretty similar, heart-shaped. The morning glories are so pretty. I was actually hoping the sweet potato would flower, but I guess it doesn't. But yeah, you can see the leaves very similar. Next update, September 17th. It's been cold this September. There's still the little sweet potato there, but look at the leaves. They are not liking the cold weather at all. Like, this plant loves the heat, and as soon as the cool weather started coming, especially at night, they just started dying off. I think I'm going to have to harvest these way sooner than I had hoped. And now it's September 26th, and these leaves look like they're completely dying off. So I think today is harvest day. I'm just going to cut these off. I really, really wanted to leave them. I was hoping to leave them closer to October. But Mother Nature was not cooperating with me this year, so I'm just gonna cut these off at the dirt level. And oh, look at this. It looks like a squirrel or something has been nibbling at this sweet potato. Pretty cool. But yeah, I had really hoped to get a little more growing time out of this, so I think maybe if I do this again next year, I'll start earlier. because they were just loving the sun. They were loving the heat. They were so vibrant and healthy when it was really warm out. The moment of truth. Here we go. I'm just gonna grab a bucket and I'm gonna dump it out and show you what we got. So this one was started in water. This is one of the plants that I began in the cup of water. Okay, I'm so nervous. Let's just dig in here. Anything? Hello? Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Okay, I mean, they're way skinnier than I thought they were going to be. And, okay. So, I wonder if that has anything to do with the buckets. Maybe they didn't have room to spread out. So here's the first bucket. Okay, so this is the one started in water with the epic tomato covering. So let's see if we got more with the covering. 2 plants, dumping it out. Look at the roots. Wow. Hello there. Okay, you know what? These look identical to the other bucket, to be honest. They don't look any different at all. And here's all of them. Moving on to the bucket started in dirt and the one with the half-eaten sweet potato. So let's just get that out of there. Oh, hey, it's actually fair size. That's not fair. I want that one back. Okay, so good roots, looking good. And what do we have? Okay, they're the same. They're the same. So there is no difference. I am honestly wondering if they would have gotten fatter if I was able to let them have a longer growing season. I wonder if that's actually part of the problem. I mean, I'm still going to eat them, but they're skinny. And that's the total for that one. So now the dirt bucket that had the epic tomato film covering. So I'm guessing this is going to be identical to the last bucket, but I'm thinking they didn't have a lot of room to grow in the bucket, and maybe because I put 2 plants into each bucket, so maybe 1 plant per bucket and a longer growing season. I have to start these earlier. Hello, little guys. Hello. Huh, these ones actually feel smaller somehow. That's okay. I'm not mad at you. I learned some things. And you know what? I was actually able to grow the slips from the sweet potatoes that I bought in the grocery store. So, I mean, I can't be mad at this. There's a lot in this one. They're just little. And there's the total for that bucket. I had 1 plant left over when I did this, so this is just 1 single plant in this bucket. Oh, I can see you. Hello. Yeah, so this bucket here has just 1 plant in it. And they reached all the way to the bottom. I'm shocked. Wow, okay. Well, there's no surprises in this bucket. They're exactly the same as the other 4. But you know what? I think we learned some things on this adventure. We learned how to grow slips from sweet potatoes bought at the grocery store. We learned that it really doesn't matter if you start them in water or dirt, because there they are. They're all the same. As for the epic tomato film, it wasn't all that epic. I didn't really do anything. Next year, though, I'm going to start the slips earlier, and I'm going to put 1 plant per pot, or maybe try them in the ground. If you enjoyed this video and series, go ahead and give me a like. I really enjoyed making it. If you have any ideas for future series or videos, comment down below. Let me know what you think. And as always, feel free to subscribe because I really enjoy making these videos and this series was totally fun. Anyways, take care and happy gardening!